What's going on, guys? Resilient Trading Group here, coming at you with another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a weekly breakdown on Nio Stock and how it's been performing the previous week and our future predictions for the week ahead and any news and breaking news that's come out about the stock. So just jumping straight into it, Nio is currently trading at 53.02 to the dollar. Now that is very good. Nio has broke above 50 for the first time in history this month and this week, and it's pretty big. And there's been a lot of news around Nio. And as it is Tesla's new biggest rival, they're already starting to put investors, into Nio as well as Tesla, because we are heavily back in Tesla just as much as we are in Nio now. You can't forget that Nio is founded and some money is funded by the Chinese government, and that puts it in huge favor. And there's a lot of investors just off the back of that, and the Chinese market is just as big as America's market for Tesla. Now, if we go into the weekly time frame, for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, Nio has been very, very bullish. It has jumped considerably from 27 to 52 all the way to $56 per share. Now, that is very good for the sign and the strength of Nio, and it shows that it's going to continue to rise, hopefully. And I'm looking for the 100, maybe 70, 80 region to the dollar mid next year. But what we can see from Nio is, once it did break out beginning of summer around June 30th, there's been very few red candles. In fact, there's been 4. There's only been 4 red candles in the weekly time frame, showing very little sign of investors now shorting and selling Nio. So it shows there's a lot of momentum, and a lot of people are now starting to put their money into Nio. And it's really good for buyers. It's really good for people who are new to investing, who want to start off small, because Tesla's at $450, $500 per share. Nio's only at 50, so still a good time to invest for the future and to hold it for a few years. Now, as we can see at the bottom of my screen, this is where earnings come out for the company, Q1, Q2, Q3, etc. Now, earnings did come out at the beginning of this week on the 17th of November, and it was a 21% gain for the company on that day. I don't know where it started trading at, maybe at the 40s level, but as you can see, it definitely spiked way above, and it reached a very good point the following few days at 55. So off the back of earnings, Nio jumped considerably. So it came out on the 17th, and if we look at the 17th, it was at $46 to the share. And then a few days later, it skyrocketed and it absolutely broke the previous high on the 13th. It closed above that high and jumped to 55, and then it started to come back down, but it did reach $56. So what we can see from this is that earnings came out better than expected, and it had a surprise at 0.004, and it jumped 21% on the day, which is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. For a stock to be able to do that in one day is absolutely incredible. If you watch our previous videos, banks couldn't even offer you 1.5%. They offer you that for 5 years. The Dow Jones offers you 14% a year. The S&P 500, the FTSE 500 offer you 10 to 14% annual return. Nio jumped 21% in a day, and that says something. So as we can see, last week Nio was very bullish, and it just continued to rise. But we started to see these very bearish candles, very big ones we haven't seen in previous weeks, like notified here, and here. But now we're starting to see them, and that's because Nio's getting a lot of more attention and a lot more investors and a lot more speculation. Is it going to fail? Is it going to drop to 25? Are banks going to invest in it? Are huge analysts and Goldman Sachs and all these big banks, what's their predictions for it? They're starting to talk about it, and it's still at only very small stock at $53 to the share. I think the run up to Christmas, Nio will start to rise from 50 to 60, and it might drop back down to around 50 levels and 40 levels. I would like to see a key level of support, maybe around the $42 mark, as we can actually outline here for you guys. This level here, I'm hoping becomes a new level of support for the company and the stock at around $40, because I think that would be a good point for the company. It's $40, it's not $20 anymore, it's not $10, it's not $2, it's $40, and I think that'd be a good price for the company at where it currently is. If we go over to eToro, and this is what we use to invest, guys, make sure to go check it out if you're new to investing. But here we can see the annual return, the weekly range, days range, the revenue and the market cap, etc. What we can see with NIO is that it's performing absolutely incredibly, and now it's the run up to Christmas, and I think people, if you have a spare bit of money, this would be the time to start investing and looking at your portfolio if you do have a spare bit of change, because it is only $52 to the share. The 1 year return so far has been 2004%. It's absolutely incredible to think that only 4 months ago it was trading at $5 a share and now it's at $50 a share. It just shows if you do your research, if you invest wisely, if you diverse your portfolio, that money is to be made and money will work for you. What's great about eToro, it gives you a financial breakdown as well as also the chart and the stats. And as you can see, NIO's revenues increased by 51.34%, which amounted to £1.13 billion. It's crazy. This stock is absolutely taken off. You got to remember, it's an automobile company. It produces and manufactures electric cars, and is Tesla's next big rival. So they're the only two that's really producing these type of electric cars that are really starting to grow and push the markets. We know BMW, we know Honda, we know all these companies also make electric cars, but they've been around. Tesla and NIO are new. They're bringing something big to the market. Their stocks are starting to boom. There's investors, there's a lot of speculation, and you don't really get that with your typical BMW, Mercedes, etc. And this is why I think people should look at these stocks, because they're absolute gems. Guys, I do hope you liked today's video on NIO's weekly breakdown. I will be doing more of these on Amazon and different stocks, especially Tesla. And I think NIO and Tesla complement each other great. One of them is Chinese backed, one of them is American owned by Elon Musk, the second most richest person in the world now. And I just think it's great competition that they've got going on. It's going to be great to see where NIO goes in the next couple of weeks. You know, some people are saying before Christmas it could reach 100. That is very ambitious. If it does, it will make us a lot of money. But again, you need to be realistic. Now, this can actually fall to 25, like people are saying, because it's been overbought and there's too many investors. But you never know. You just got to keep your eye on it. And that's the thing with stocks, especially these ones. You need to know what's happening with the stocks. You need to be reading up on earnings, their quarter 3 earnings. You need to know what is happening, who's their investors, who's their main competitor. These are things you need to know. And I hope this video does give you a bit of knowledge and information that you didn't already know. And go check out NIO. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new around here, and smash the like button if you did enjoy this video. And I'll see you all guys in the next video.